Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Gravel. I'm back and we're doing math. Today we're going to be talking about base 10 place value, and we're going to determine that a digit in the ones place represents 10 times what it represents with the number to the right of it. So up here you can see I've got some place value. I've got our ones, which is represented by one little block, which if you were in class you would see the little tiny green block and you'd be able to play with it. And here you have a tens, which is represented by the long stick. Hundreds is just a flat square with all of the little one squares put together to make 100. Then we've got thousands, 10,000s, and hundred thousands. All right, so if you look up here, each one of these is 10 times the other number. So 1 times 10 is 10. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times 10 is 1,000. 1,000 times 10 is 10,000. And 10,000 times 10 is 100,000. And to show you this, I'm going to put up these little arrows so that you can see that if we go 1 times 10, we get 10. And over here, if we go 10 times 10, we get 100. So here you can see 1 times 10 is 10. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times 10 is 1,000. 1,000 times 10 is 10,000. 10,000 times 10 is 100,000. And the pattern continues. So then I would take 100,000 and I would multiply it by 10. We're going to do some practice. Let's take a look at this number. 183,987. What is the value of this number in purple and underlined? Well, let me look at what place it's in. It's in the tens place. So I know if it's in the tens place and I multiply it by 10, so 8 times 10, it is worth 80. So that number has a value of 80. We're going to try another one. Take a look at this number, 324,612. What is the value of the 1 in this number? I want you to take a minute and I want you to write down what the value of that number is. If you said the value of 1 is 10, you're correct. Because if we look, 1 times 10, it equals 10. So that 1 is worth 10 because it is in the tens place. All right, let's take a look at this chart. You can see that here we have the ones place. There's a 0 in there holding that place, and we have the tens place. And in this place we have a 7. Well, I know that 7 times 10 is 70. So this, because 70 represents 7 tens and 0 ones. So this, it has a value of 70. Now it's going to be your turn. I want you to think about this problem. Think about that problem. 5 times 10 equals 50. Why is this problem true? I want you to look around anywhere in your house and find something in your house. I want you to tell that thing why this problem is true. I don't even care if it's a loaf of bread. Well, if you said that 50 represents 5 tens, so here we have our chart again. We have our tens and our ones. If you said 50 represents 5 tens and 0 ones, you're correct. All right, now we're going to take a look and we're going to add one more space to our chart. And this space is going to become the hundreds. And we're going to take a look at this number right here, 456. We're going to look at what the value of the 4 is. So if I write this on my chart here, 4 5, 6. So 456. And I come back here and I look, okay, well, times 10, times 10, times 10. I know that this is 100, so I'm going to do 4 times 100 equals 400. So the value of this 4 is 400 because it is in the hundreds place. So it is 4 hundreds, 0 tens, and 0 ones. All right, take a look at this. I've got 4 numbers up here. I have 7, 70, 700, and 7,000. I want you to look at this and tell me what is true about this pattern. Take a look and see if you can find what the pattern is. If you said that each number is multiplied by tens before it, you are correct. So, if I multiply 7 times 10, I get 70. If I multiply 70 times 10, I get 700. And if I multiply 700 times 10, I get 7,000. Now using that, what do you think if I multiplied 7,000 times 10, what do you think my number would be? If you said 70,000, you're correct, because if we look at our place value chart, we have our ones, our tens, our hundreds, our thousands, and now we have our 10,000s. So what is my number going to be if I multiply 70,000 times 10? If you said 700,000, you are so smart. Kiss your brain right now. Because look, here we have 10,000s, 100,000s. Each number is multiplied by 10. All right, boys and girls, so this is finding the place value in base 10. You have some assignments that I have put up on your study island and a quiz, and I've also included some links to YouTube videos and games that you can play to help you. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.